Put your city council hat on.
Yeah.
Do you think they should tear down those houses under the bridge?
No, we have a housing shortage right now, and those houses, I was out the other day for them, and they have strong bones to them. And the mere fact the Ambassador Bridge has a 5-year special gift legislation from the Prime Minister to build with no community benefits, we need to amend those community benefits so that actually they're included. The Gordie Howe has community benefits, the publicly owned crossing. Why a private American billionaire doesn't have to provide any community benefits is unacceptable. Those homes are strong, and they also where people sent their kids to school. It's where people actually supported local business, and there should have been a plan to deal with the loss of housing in that neighborhood. And the Prime Minister giving a special ordering council legislation, which is rather unique, can also be amended. And so we've presented a plan to the Prime Minister to amend that, and social housing or a housing component should be part of it, because those units are certainly still strong. And if we're going to take housing off the market in Windsor-Essex, that is a responsibility to actually improve or add somewhere else.
Well, they're off the market now because no one's living in them.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they demoed them all, because that demolition, is prohibited right now. If they were to knock it down and give $20 million to the community, is that what you want?
Well, there would have to be some type of legislative community benefits in there. So those things would be on the table if there was actually a plan. But right now, they already demoed a whole bunch of houses, and there's nothing there. And they're already into the past 2 year of a 5-year special gift legislation to build a new crossing, and nothing's happened. So all we've had is destruction. So there would have to be a legislative approach to it. But of course, we could sit down and negotiate anything, but there'd have to be a legislative approach to it, because right now, for all these years, we've lost affordable housing for people, and it's also pushing housing prices up. So even if you're not in that area, that's hundreds of homes in total in the area
affected. Especially for students, university and the college.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I had to talk about the bridge.
Yeah, no, that's all good.
I knew I had to mention it and everything like that. When will they start the Ambassador Bridge second span?
We don't know.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know. They've never built anything before, so it's hard to know. And so the special legislation that they have.
But you got to believe with the Prime Minister's back.
Yeah.
He's back running. So do you think they're going to give them something to go ahead?
Well, they already did. They gave them 5 years under a special piece of legislation, and they've been through 2 years and in 1 month, and nothing's happened yet. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's up to them.
Before you go to campaign one more time, will it have started?
I don't know. Again,
he doesn't know.
I try to help them whenever they need help on customs and other stuff like that. We are always trying to help. But for this project, in terms of they get 50% expansion of their actual capacity there, and there's no community benefits, so I'm at odds with that.